the voice of truth all around the world in the name of rap music and hip-hop.
If I was somewhere else simply because of the music I made, then there was nowhere it couldn't take me.
Can I have a platform where I can still be me, tell my truth, and make some money so I can take care of my life? There's a reason that picks this pen up.
Moral Technique is one of the most dangerous artists in America.
The reality of this is that it wasn't always that way. That in the during the birth of hip-hop and then subsequently about a decade afterwards, there was always a presence of that griot voice, that voice of truth, whether it was Public Enemy and others, X-Clan, individuals who brought these taboo subjects, these things that were supposed to be resolved by civil rights struggles, which were never resolved, things like racism and classism, unspoken truths, the black eye of America, things that I felt were necessary to describe, especially in an age where we're at war with an idea, terrorism, rather than the causes of such a thing. So I think that for me, it was important to maintain as much control over my art form as possible, which is why I chose to be independent and become the label myself, as opposed to signing with a large corporation that would then have a process of approval over the work that I do. And honestly, you know, would probably make a lot less money per unit. And that's always good to have more economic control as well. I think someone said it best, you can't have political sovereignty without having economic sovereignty. There are a group of people who feel that the corporate system specifically targeted that sort of message and said, no, we want to turn this into an entertainment form. You know, and in entertainment, you know, if you don't like the idea that they did that with that, then you're not going to like what they do with TV either. The way they tell people, oh, you know what? No, honey, you're too fat. You're going to have to go throw up somewhere in order to be on television. Or, you know what, bro, you know, we want to put this on you, or you know, you're going to play this sort of character. Everything, you know, it's turned into almost a caricature of itself. Not that everything is like that. I'm just saying that in the majority of mainstream things that you'll find, it's kind of built around that. They found a cookie cutter, the same way Hollywood did. You know, Hollywood got tired of doing original stuff, so they said, hey, let's just remake all this stuff from the 80s, and then we're going to rape a bunch of cartoon series and make this come to life, and you know, the kid and everyone who's 30 or 40 will go see it now. Now, mind you, they do this in a very, very creative way sometimes, and sometimes it's a flop. So it's just hit and miss. And I think that for me, the way that it was explained when I was a lot younger was that hip-hop always had these two characteristics. In the same way, you know, on a plantation, people sang songs not because they felt happy of being there, but because they imagined another life. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me home, to take me to another life. And then there was a different slave that said, no, man, this plantation is, we're gonna get out of here right now. So in hip hop, not everybody wants to hear misery and chaos and destruction. Sure, we want to party, we want to dance, but there has to be a balance because we cannot become a caricature of ourselves. People cannot be defined by one specific tiny thing that happens to be a piece of who they are. You know, and I think that marginalization was given free range by the industry rather than being curtailed and held to a higher standard. I think that when you discuss it, you don't need to use these ideas of you know, that a fanatic would rely on to say, hey, you know, maybe they're planning some secret attack or something. No, but all corporations are a nation unto themselves. You know, they're defined as a human being, even though the majority of them and practically all of them are soulless. And I think that at some point, you know, when you approach that level of understanding, you can excuse it in that manner. You can say, oh yeah, this is just a business, this is just how they make money, but real people's lives are being affected. You know, there's almost seems to be a meticulous strategy to keep anything that is thought-provoking out of the mainstream. And, you know, that's a shame. And I think that there's a new generation of MCs that are coming up now, which make a different type of music, and I think that's good to hear. I think that we need that sort of diversity in hip-hop to be a resurgence of the culture. Now, you know, is it a corporation that decides these things for human beings? You know, it doesn't need to be a secret society. McDonald's ain't gonna tell you the recipe for what they have or how they make the fry. These things are secret.
People are forced to sign contracts, so they're made to do something. There's a widening gap right now between the art, the artist, and the public. Some of y'all don't understand that rapper jacking is like new fishing. When you look on MTV, you see Tyrese rolling around on a Sea-Doo, and we got a $60,000 piece of ice to make you dizzy around his neck. And they say, look, we'll take the ice off your neck. Go ahead, do your thing. No, I'll still wear it. He loses it in the water. 25 people go looking for it. And he said, well, fuck it. So you know, what does that say? The average cat that's looking at the video in Dallas. Oh, he don't mind missing that? When Cat come to Dallas, he gonna need 25 bodyguards. Right now, cats are between the two. And I don't blame the artist. How the hell you gonna be between the public and also the NYPD? One cat calls giving back to the community, coming up out of the project, throwing dollar bills up in the air to the kids. It's just that my thing is I never blame the artists because right now they're treated as cattle, like mindless children anyway. They have no developmental skills because nobody's saying once you have the contract, we can't school you on life management. You give a fool $1 million, what do you got? A fool with $1 million. But you got these cats out here, executives, once they sign them, they know they could get paid more. They could go to fucking Bel Air or their little fucking penthouse, and they got nothing to do. Say, yo, that young cat we signed is wild, son. Yo, he's wild. You signed that motherfucker, didn't you? So my bottom line, right, and like I said, a lot of people are asking me, let me not take much of your time, I'm gonna be here 48 hours like the movie. You know, Russell asked me, I said, this is something that's about all of us because, look, many of y'all are getting like 35. I've been seeing y'all since, some of y'all since you're 22, now you're 36, and you're getting older, and now there's some concern. I said, the bottom line, the bottom line, black people across the country, some of y'all might not know this, but life to them is images and perception. Black folks, if you don't put it on BT, WB, UPN, or Hot 97, or maybe a little bit BLS and KISS, shit, you can say, look, we bomb in New York Thursday. Cats be like, yo, what's up Friday? Y'all, really, I'm gonna tell you this point. That, look, first of all, intelligence will save your ass anyway. Me and Dr. West have spoken, he allowed me to come to Harvard. I've been speaking on this subject for 14 years at a collegiate level to look at 350 white kids taking notes while black kids might want to go to that frat party. But understand this, images control perception. Young people, perception is everything. You have to study Nazi propaganda to understand what's going on with the transmission of media images. You have to know the fact of advertising and subliminal seduction. It ain't nothing new. You have to understand there's a guy called Noam Chomsky that influenced me to make Don't Believe the Hype. You gotta understand when they have a revolution in a country everywhere around the world, what's the first place they fucking attack? They take over the television station and the radio station. Look, it's called a coup. They start there. Look, if Hot 97 was to die tomorrow, some crackers that call themselves the home of hip-hop wasn't even at KRS-One Hip-Hop Appreciation Week. Well, the home of hip. Who said? Because you motherfuckers finance that shit? If they was to die tomorrow, I'm sorry, Stevens is my man. BT's owned by Viacom, that means it's that much more for me to get up in their ass.
Absolutely, yes.
They was to stop tomorrow, that's radio and TV. UPN and WB decide to go to fucking XFL shit like they did. You have to wonder whether we be better or worse. Talib all of a sudden got like equal platform. I'm saying all we asking for is fair trade. Cats like he, the Roots, Common, we're not saying they're better than whatever. We're saying equal platform, the yin and the yang. Martial arts in life, everything is balanced. We're balanced people. But when you look at the balanced people are not even, you don't even understand the effect. The Nation of Islam is here, not as a poetic, symbolic thing. These cats is in the cut. My guys, Brother James and Brother John, they're security in the school systems in Baltimore. What y'all really need to have this in the middle of a school system. Yo, I just spoke at Bed-Stuy 5th grade classroom. They bananas. Their number one question, and the reason that a lot of artists, they're kind of scared, because they don't even know how to answer young kids. Because young kids are really quick. They're quick to ask them about contradiction. And if an older cat can't answer, he's like, yo, I can't even deal with them. Yo, really, I mean, they twisted like that. I mean, 5th grade classroom, I said, who do you like? They said, of course, they're going to name all the artists they see in here. What do you feel? What do you like from them? Well, I like how they dress or whatnot. What do you get out of them? Nothing. Unanimously, they said nothing. All right, cool. Because I believe that in music, you can help the people, hurt the people, or be neutral. It's cool to be neutral and make people shake that whatever. It's cool to do that. I mean, you go down to the Caribbean, they make you shake your ass. To balance that out, maybe that artist can't do that. Somebody else got to get equal time. Talib got to get equal time without a company having to spend $3 million and giving it to BET and the radio station. We got motherfucking Crayola going on, y'all. Last point, before I step out and get some water. I'm telling y'all what's going down. It's antitrust, and I'm telling Hillary right here. It's antitrust and collusion. Jermaine can't start his independent company by himself. He got to hook up with one of the white boys. Simple as that. It's like it's antitrust, meaning the startup entrepreneur cannot start up a record company, cannot get in the radio game, and damn sure can't get in TV. So you got to get one of the boys. I'm saying, okay, this is America. You get with somebody. Does that mean that you smash out the beginning of business? That's why these kids are talking about, son, I can't get put on because I can't build my shit. They in cities like St. Louis, they might start a record company, can't get played on the St. Louis station. Why? Because all the corporations are all in collusion with each other. It's a goddamn shame. Nobody is dealing with the fabric of black America or even the fabric of some of these white kids. Tired of having people come up to me like Time and Newsweek. But what do you think about white kids and Columbine and stuff like that? Been going on in the black community for the last 20 years. So it floats to the top because this is cultural exchange. Culture is supposed to be exchanged. Human beings are supposed to share culture. That's what it's about. But when the companies narrowcast us to be one-dimensional, what do you think white kids gonna do? They're gonna wanna pick up and wanna take it from us, and they're getting just this much.